Hello, friends. I'm Bill Gullen, president of Finch Brands. It is a lot of fun today to present yet another case study from what is a very interesting professional life at Finch Brands. So, Wash, Dry, Fold. We were honored to have the opportunity to help bring this new capability to life. The company, CSC Service Works, is involved in a range of businesses that you and I touch every day. They're a leader in air pumps that you go to a gas station and you need to fill your tires, things like that. And they're also a leader in providing on-site laundry services on campuses, in multifamily apartment scenarios, and beyond. And they believed, and we studied and confirmed, so many of our household and sort of lifestyle categories have been positively enhanced by the use of technology and digital capabilities. And so when it comes to laundry, it's really time for CSC to drive that change. And they've already begun. Many of the laundry facilities that they operate in apartment buildings, for example, are already digitally driven. You pay via an app, you can start the washer and the dryer, you can set it so that you're informed as to when your cycle is done, things like that. But now the time came to launch a new business propelled by digital technology to really drive positive change in laundry. And so really the challenge to Finch here was, how can CSC drive meaningful innovation in an industry that is very traditional? But even beyond that, is there a market? And if so, how to seize it for a service that goes beyond the DIY experience that you have in your laundry room in your apartment building? Is there a consumer out there who would love to benefit from a service that involves washing and drying and folding laundry by a third party and having it picked up and delivered at your door or in a locker or elsewhere? And so at CSC's multi-unit residential accounts, part of the genius of the offering is that the actual processors, the laundry pros, the people who do the laundry, are peer-to-peer gig workers who are using the apartment facilities on site to complete the wash, dry, fold process. And so lastly, how do we, CSC and Finch Brands, convince those of us who dread lugging that laundry around to sign up for a new service and also commit to using it regularly and to make wash, dry, fold service a part of their life that makes their life better? So that was the challenge. And when we embarked upon the work, the process was multi-phase and appropriate for the task. It began with an evaluation of current hypotheses and spending some time with executives at CSC to understand how they were seeing the world, reviewing the materials that they'd already generated. It extended into secondary research. There are many wash, dry, fold, and sort of other retail laundry concepts that exist in the marketplace, and we wanted to analyze them and study them. We then, though, in this case, efforted around primary research, bringing to life qualitative and quantitative data sets, using focus groups, using interviews, using surveys, to understand consumer perceptions, as well as their experiences with various laundry services in their own lives and their interest in a concept like this. And then what would be the benefits? What would be the trade-offs? What would be the barriers? And so research helped elucidate that. Within our insights report, that led us to a go, no go, go but type of decision, but also the ability to delineate key messages and components of the value proposition to help them refine the offering, to build personas of target customers, to get feedback on the service as it was envisioned, and then to make recommendations for how to most effectively go to market. And we then leveraged that data set into a full, brand creation endeavor, from sort of nomenclature finalization to logo, through creative approaches, all the way downstream. And so that really was the work, fueled by insights at the center, but paying off in a range of very practical, tactical tools with which to bring the wash, dry, fold business to life. So that research helped us understand how consumers get their laundry done today, as well as understand the interest in a new service like this and what itches that service would need to scratch to really activate folks. And so with that data, we were able to craft a brand platform that conveyed, wisdom and dependability, but also the freedom that would be brought to all of our lives with a better solution for one's week in, week out laundry needs. And so really the core promise ultimately of this service as we built it is that Wash Dry Fold gets it done. You can do more life and do a lot less laundry by engaging with and signing up for the Wash Dry Fold service. So looking first at insights and where it led us from a messaging perspective, we know that technology now has an ever greater share of mind and of wallet in terms of accessing the day-to-day services that keep us going, from ordering rides in a car to booking travel to having food delivered from a grocery store or a restaurant to streaming movies, setting the temperature in our homes, and beyond. And we know that as technology has advanced, so too has our societal expectations for speed and simplicity, personalization, and all of that. And so we want more time in our day. And tech is part of delivering that. And so that reshaping, the digitization of industries has become, in many of these, at least a table stakes expectation, even if it hasn't fully come to laundry. And that greater access, our engagement with technology, comes a need to, behind the scenes and behind the systems, elevate the service delivery to make it seamless and frictionless and excellent. There's meaningful benefits in doing that. And customers and consumers have become accustomed to technology, and they expect similar benefits from it as we've adapted to it across our lives in different ways. And so within Wash Dry Fold and within laundry in particular, there were a range of key insights that really drove the work. One, the prime prospect really are busy heads of household. And then on the gig worker side, we found that it was more likely to be men who were supporting a family with younger kids through a patchwork of sort of gig responsibilities. So these emerged on the supply and demand side as sort of key, air quotes, customers of Wash Dry Fold. We also found that younger segments are more likely to be using something like Wash Dry Fold today. They also, of course, have a higher laundry load week in and week out, and they're most interested in the offering. So the core value proposition here really is about convenience and getting time back to spend on what matters most. And we knew that the brand needed to lean into that. The focus was not on laundry excellence. The focus was not on, wow, isn't technology neat? The focus was on what, and should be on what doing this, investing in this service equals in terms of outputs, not just your laundry being done and done well, but all that it enables in the rest of your life. In terms of barriers, there were certainly concerns that need to be addressed about clothes going missing or being damaged. There are some concerns about, just sort of the privacy of your laundry and if it's being processed in communal laundry rooms, everything like that. And then within our target audience, there is a desire and an openness to pay incrementally for enhanced customization. Whether it's certain detergent types to select and avoid, certain scents, certain wash cycles. Pricing can be dynamic and it can also be personalized. And then lastly, the Wash Dry Fold service, in order to succeed, would need to have a distinct personality and come across as being trustworthy and sort of human and approachable as well as caring. So with this rich data set, we went to work. Built personas, first of all. We found that the highest priority prospect is what we would call a chaotic control seeker, a group of primarily women, millennial and Gen X women living with partners and spouses and mostly young children in larger apartment complexes. They tend to have the highest household income. They are very much on the go and have a high laundry load. This sort of secondary target is the young and carefree. These are Gen Z and millennial single men living with extended family or roommates. Their income may be mid-range. They don't have quite as high a load, but they're willing to pay for convenience. And then so-called old school independents, older men and women who may be primarily living alone, who have either time or sort of health-based reasons in their multifamily apartment dwellings. They have lower weekly laundry loads, but they've also become accustomed to investing in folks helping them perform the core services of their lives. So there was potential with each of these groups, with that chaotic control seeker really being target A1A. And so we build a messaging map and sort of different messaging approaches to different types of folks, from residents with kids to residents without kids to those who are property managers in buildings who will have to consent to offer this service and hopefully market it to their residents, and then to processors, who again was the term we were using for these laundry pros, the folks who would actually get the loads done. And so within that overarching brand umbrella of wash, dry, fold, getting it done, there were different messaging nuances for different audiences. So in terms of developing the brand, we built the logo, Wash, Dry, Fold, powered by CSC for the B2B types of endeavors. And we built a whole system. And so you can see the design element here of a clothing label with those notches. Is how we wanted to bring the Wash, Dry, Fold label to life, which makes it fun and approachable. It anchors it to its space. The color choice here of sort of a teal was distinctive. It stands for clean. It feels clean. It feels like water. It feels sort of integrated with the actual task. So this is a flexible logo system that is designed to be simple and approachable, to convey Wash, Dry, Fold service, ability again to get it done, but also to be friendly and to be high energy, which is what it is. In terms of messaging, again, do more life and a lot less laundry really became this rallying cry for the freedom that one could build into their day by engaging with Wash, Dry, Fold services. And as you can see, we rolled out this look and feel in a ton of different domains, from lockers for apartment complexes that would prefer that as opposed to drop off by the door, as opposed to, as well as the bags, that the sacks, the hampers that we deliver to customers, the door hangers and other elements. So we wanted the simplicity of the process to come through. And so we developed, you can see it, sort of a graphic or an iconographic system that we call 2 clicks to clean. That's how easy it is to have Wash, Dry, Fold done for you. Visit our website, place your order, get clean laundry. Speed, personalization, and customization shining through really at every touch point. In terms of how to activate the brand, as noted, there was a lot downstream, from website design, which you can see, and you can see the brand standards on the right, the guidelines for how forms should look, how icons should look, how colors should be rendered, et cetera. It's designed to be very clean and easy, as it should be for a new service that's tech-driven. And then kind of the overall creative concept, the look and feel. The imagery should be happy, should be youthful, should be about experiencing life outside of the laundry room, because again, the focus is on what you get back by ordering Wash, Dry, Fold. And then on the left, again, leveraging that design element of the clothing label, leave the laundry behind and get on with your life messaging, using this iconographic family that in many ways maps to what you might see on a clothing label. And then lower right, 2 clicks to clean. This is easy and convenient, and here's how you get it done. This was the overall kind of creative prompt that we then delivered in a variety of different ways downstream. And here are some. Here's what a flyer looks like within an apartment complex setting. This could go under the door. Here's what email templates look like for how CSC begins to market, or property managers market this to their residents. Here's what that presentation looks like that CSC takes into apartment complexes with building managers or amenity managers to try to overview the program and to get people to become involved. And here is the brand standards manual, several spreads, from imagery guidance to what we've learned about the target, to the overall look and feel of colors and fonts and the variations, to ensure that brands are powerful and consistent. And the impact, we were and remain grateful to work with a highly engaged and intelligent and high energy team at CSC, including Rick Martello, who at the time was the EVP of Marketing and Communications and Public Affairs. And we were very gratified by this quotation that he shared, how the goal was a new lifestyle brand within their portfolio, and that we led the team from research through design. And this 100-year-old company now has a new frontier with their clients and millions of prospective consumers. And we were grateful for the kind words and the collaboration of the team at CSC all along the way. And the work continues. We've recently done some follow-on research after their pilot went live in certain of their markets to understand what was working and what wasn't within the Wash, Dry, Fold offering, with the hope that this can be rolled out aggressively across their entire footprint. So thank you as always for listening. If you'd like to spend more time with this case study, or with me, or with us, to discuss other work we've done or ways in which we could potentially support some projects that are on the horizon for you, please give me a call or an email maybe these days, and it'll be a pleasure. Hope everyone has a lovely day.